just got here.
Midnight's Edge After Dark is filmed in front of a live studio audience. That's you guys out there listening to us here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. That's right, I'm Tom Connors. Welcome to the program. How you doing? There's nothing to talk about today, so it's going to be a short program.
Good.
But I'm just kidding, of course. We only have like 20 fucking trailers to talk about. With us, back again. Here he is, the one, the only, Mike, the Mexican Iron Man. How are you doing, my friend? It's been a tick and a half.
And the crowd goes wild. Yay!
I'm happy to see you. So welcome back, Mike. How are you doing?
Very well, sir. Very well. Thanks for having me back.
Welcome back.
Culture is like wiping his glasses off like he didn't even take his clothes off to shower. He just jumped in and jumped right back out.
It's true. It's actually true.
And that, of course, is Culture Casino down to my,
Hi,
would that be
everybody.
my 8 o'clock, something like that.
I don't know. As long as it's not 69, we're good.
You pay for that, sir.
That's right.
Oh,
Good to see everybody.
Also,
I'm glad.
how are you doing?
We're here. I'm glad I'm here.
I'm surprised you're here with Mike here because you never seem to show up when Mike's here.
It's such a lie.
That's very true.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I can almost
To
see.
my screen left, or whatever you would call it, Clobby, aka Clobber in Times. How you doing?
Hey, man, good
Maybe
to see you.
this
I'm
way.
doing well. I'm glad to be here with such fantastic friends on the panel, great gentlemen on the panel, and lady behind the scenes there. And, of course, look at these wonderful people in the chat. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good time today. We've got some trailers to discuss, and we're going to talk about those in just a few minutes. But we also have somebody else with us here, Nick. How you doing, Nick Weiser?
I'm good, Tom. I'm happy to be here. Hail to the chat. Hail to the mods. Thank you guys for watching out for those crazy bots that are just a lovely gift that keeps on giving. We got quite a bit of news today outside of the crazy guy from the one show on the one info thing. So, especially with all those trailer drops. So, I think we got quite a bit of discussion to have. So, let's get the ball rolling.
Did you say panty drops? What now?
We get culture drops.
What?
Maybe if we're lucky, Kanye will show back up here again. Who knows? I'm sorry, it's Yee. Yay. Whatever.
Whatever. It'll change in 5 minutes.
I don't-
know how these rappers are. They change their names all the
Jesus.
time.
I
Just
don't
look
think
at Diddy.
I don't think we want Kanye on the show.
Yeah, we do.
No.
He's a good dude.
All right. Okay.
Isn't he?
He's said some not so wonderful things lately.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying. I think you're lying.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He has not said anything that would be remotely racist, or well, I guess it wouldn't be racist anyway. would it?
He was hanging out with AJ and went absolutely incredibonkers today.
Yes.
Who's
Saw
AJ?
that.
Controversial. That's the word I'm looking for.
Controversies.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Custard Casino. I'm gonna let you finish. But I got a few things to say.
No, go ahead there. Yay. Ye. You.
My name is Yeezus.
Easy.
Take it Yeezy.
That's why I'm easy.
Like a Sunday
Like
morning, my
Sunday
friend.
morning. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today? Are we talking about how all the people in the world? That's right. I said it.
Well, we're gonna talk about some trailers.
Trailers.
I got a trailer. It's huge.
Huge.
I've heard.
Who the fuck said that?
That's Trump. Trump was spoken.
Hey Kanye, it was me. I'm below you. I'm kicking
Oh my
you
God, it's
influences out.
Trump, how you doing,
Okay.
my brother?
I'm good, man. I've got this huge panel. It's really nice. It's great because I said it is, and it's like the absolute best ever. Like every time it gets huger, it's just even more huger than the huge that came before.
All right, I'm gonna let you finish. But first, I gotta tell you something. Superman, if you're listening, come get me. That's right. You can't touch me. Yee out.
Okay, Kanye, that's fake news.
He just left. I think he thinks he's a supervillain now or something.
That's why he's easy.
That was it, folks.
That was it.
That's all we're getting out of him. But we got a Transformers trailer. We got an Indiana Jones trailer. We got a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer. So, gosh, I don't even know where to start here, kids. But let's say hello to some folks in the chat. As you said, we got 6 in the back. That sounds bad.
Got some stuff in the back.
Junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk. Junk in
Let's
the trunk.
see here.
I actually
She's calling HR now. Thanks a lot, guys. It's all your fault.
I'm actually doing a reaction video tomorrow on Cocaine Bear.
Oh, bother! I'm a cocaine bear.
Yeah, but
First,
yeah.
you get the money. Then you get the power.
I thought
Then
it
you
was
get the women.
thought it was the honey.
First, you get the honey.
Okay.
Then you get the bees.
Okay.
Then you get stuck in a hole.
Oh boy.
Oh, bother. It happens all the time when I get on cocaine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Cocaine Bear.
No, you're not.
Say hello to my little friend, Piglet.
I thought your little friend was going to be Culture Casino.
How do you think I got this scar? Eating pussy?
Wow.
Oh boy.
I can't even go any farther with that. There's nothing else that Scarface says that just doesn't sound wrong coming out of Pooh's mouth.
It all sounds wrong coming out of Pooh's mouth.
Oh, Lord. Let's get to some super chats here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Whoops. I accidentally bumped one here. Sorry about that, 6. ActionCom says Cocaine Bear or Cocaine Dinosaur. You can only choose
wait a
one.
minute. Wait.
You know what?
A minute.
You give me a T-Rex running down the road,
Yeah.
cocaine fueled.
Yeah.
I'm
On a
all
key.
for that.
A whole you give a whole key to Cocaine
Are you
Dinosaur.
kidding me? You need to give him Key West.
Oof.
He's going to take a lot more than just a key to get him going.
That's why
That's just a bumper for a dinosaur.
talking about being Yeezy.
Congo.
I'm serious. Cocaine T-Rex, baby. I'm there for that. You know what? I will put on the T-Rex costume.
Did everybody watch the Cocaine Bear trailer?
Dude, I've seen it like 20 times.
I know.
Christian Correleo wants to know what we think about it. Mikey is in love with it.
I have seen it at least 20 times. I forwarded it to like at least 10 people that I know, including 2 ex-girlfriends for reasons that shall not go named on this channel.
Cocaine Bear.
You're trying to get dates, aren't you?
What? No. Wait. No. What? What are you talking about? I'm talking about girls that I used to go out with a long time ago. when I used to go to pool parties and stuff. Let's just say that movie has an interesting historical reference of my past vis-a-vis pool parties I used to attend with certain ladies. Yep. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I see you, Big Daddy MRI. You can't call HR department. I just got back here. I've been gone for 3 weeks, 4 weeks almost.
Okay.
Anybody else want to say anything about cocaine?
Well, I'm doing, like I said earlier, a few minutes ago, I'm doing a reaction video tomorrow. So you'll get my like literally, I just watched it reaction there, but it looks great, man. I'm freaking stuck.
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
It might be the best movie this year.
It's definitely better than Boba Fett.
Well, yeah, but what isn't? But
That's
I haven't.
not a high standard.
I know nothing of this movie, so.
But you haven't seen the trailer?
No, sir.
It's based on a true story, but I don't think it actually killed anybody. So, like, I would have made it a comedy.
I think it made it through 5 people.
I don't think it killed anybody for real. Culture.
Just maimed them or something.
I don't think it really came into contact with too many people because they found it like 3 months later dead.
Oh, well, it died like 5 hours later, didn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't find him for like a couple months. I thought it looked fun. I would have went more of a comedy route than the horror movie route. I mean, it is a comedy horror, but yeah. I don't know. I see the point in it. It looks fun. But what's her face? Elizabeth Banks. She has yet to make a movie I like. So
yeah.
Hey, I hear you. Like, this is not a lady with a great track record. All I'm saying is that I don't know. I mean, how high does the bar have to be for a bear and cocaine to get involved for the movie to be like remotely good?
All I know is the one duffel bag had 70 pounds of cocaine in it.
Wow. That's a lot.
Oh my!
I mean, I can't even imagine that much. I've never even seen that much in one place at one time on the same day. Yeah. See how I feel? You see how I did that, Culture?
Yeah.
You see how I did that? How I feel? How I did the footnote talk right there?
Yeah.
Where I said I've never seen that much cocaine in one place at one time on the same day at the same place.
In the same place.
But he's seen a lot other places.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike, you have a wonderful way of wording things.
Like you do on your videos.
I'm not clever or anything.
Oh my God, it takes like 2.5, 3 minutes to figure out what the video's about. And I watch all of them, but I love them. But I always look at my stamp, like today's video was 24 minutes, right? But by minute 4.5, I knew what was going on and where we were going. It takes, hi, I'm Culture Casino. And today we're going to talk about the thing, about the thing, about the thing. And, there's that certain thing about, Hollywood. And of course, one of the things we're going to talk about is a certain tech guy who's doing certain things that make a certain segment of the population what we would say uncomfortable. And that uncomfortable might be for people in Hollywood. See, there's that pause, and then you say the next word, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going to talk about, we're not. Okay, I'll just wait. Usually by about minute 11 or 13 out of a 20-minute video, then I'm like, okay, this is where we're going. I know where we're going now.
Well, there are some subjects that YouTube would prefer you not speak directly about.
I know, and somehow Culture Casino finds a way to make all his videos sound that way. Culture Casino on adopting kittens.
Gizmo Hunter 84 sends in $5 Canadian and says, "Here's some coin for the flaming hot Doritos. I hope Alfred cut the crust off your sandwich at least." Wow, what Gizmo's talking about here is the classic Bat Tom animation I had set up for the trailer. Thank you for that, Gizmo Hunter. Appreciate that. Not tonight, Jim. Gabriel Knight says the Indy trailer pretty much confirms the rumors. This is going to make Indy 4 look like Raiders. Doomcock was right.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like it. We're going to get into that shortly.
Yeah, once I got some other info like a week ago, I was all in on Doomcock was right because I was like, oh shit, this is gonna suck.
And then Zontar sends in a
Oh.
toonie and says, when Alex Jones is the voice of reason in the room.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
With ye?
You know you're in trouble, yeah.
That was uncomfortable.
And then we got Truth Hope Love says, think short round actor will win Oscar. I don't know. I know he's been in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Has he been in anything else recently that I don't know of?
No, I don't. I think this says something about this is the first thing he's been in a while. I think I'm not for sure though. But yeah,
because I know I think he went into like editing or producing and stuff like that for a while. But like, yeah, I think this was his first acting gig in a while.
Since Goonies?
I think he's supposed to. Yeah. Well, no. Well,
no, I'm just kidding. Not since Goonies. Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe that was. Did he do anything after Goonies?
I think he did a couple things, but
not much. Yeah, but I think he's supposed to be popping up in the new Indiana Jones movie too. So, we'll see. Lord Kamina 2 has been a member for 7 months at the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you for that. Then Truth Hope Love says, while I am more on Depp's side than Herd's, I can't entirely forgive that John Wilkes Booth comment hinting he wants to assassinate Trump. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well, he's an idiot too. I mean, it's not like he's not an idiot either. He's a Hollywood moron. So, yeah.
And then again, how many people have said some pretty whacked out things about Biden too? I don't like the guy, but it goes both ways. But I hear you. Lord Kamina 2 says, Mike, Tom, did you enjoy Deep Space 69? Well,
what's
Mike,
that?
What did you think of it? I sent you the thing. It was a while back. Mike may not have saw it because he was he's been sick and stuff. It was that Deep Space 69. I'll send it to you again.
Is it my Twitters?
I think it would have been in your Twitters, yeah, but it's probably for a while.
Let's see here. Look, searching. Continue on with the next super chat. I shall review my Twitter historical record and archive.
Mecha J says, Cocaine Bear 2 escaped from rehab. Oh, bother. When you need a bump. Then we got Kenneth LaRock, who's been a member for 17 months at the minimum effort puppy level. Thank you for that. Whoops. Then we got Michael Gonzalez, who says, meh. TTRPG have had winged laser bears since 1992. What's TTRPG?
It's a role-playing game.
I have no idea what TTRPG is.
Tabletop. Role-playing games.
Okay. That's not a cocaine bear, though.
No, they're big tables with games all over them.
I don't see it, Tom.
Yeah.
I'll try and find it for you again. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just Google it.
Nikki D says, what are your thoughts on James Cameron's recent comments about testosterone being poisonous? I think
he's a fucking idiot.
He should speak for himself.
James Cameron
is a bitch.
Here's the thing. Here's something. I was just talking about this with Mr. H on his show, and this is my take on this whole thing. I have a feeling he knows that he's on the cusp of a bunch of people coming out and saying he was an asshole to them on the set, especially certain women, probably. He has cheated on almost every one of his wives. Most people forget that he is traditionally conservative. And I think these things are going to come to light again with, the new movie coming out. And he's kind of preparing himself for that. And the fact that this movie is probably not going to do as well as he's hoping.
$2.2 billion.
And when that happens in Hollywood, yeah, that's when the Me Too accusations start coming out. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Kloppy.
No, I was going to say politically, I don't think he's I think he's anything but conservative. But yeah, but I agree with you on the other stuff.
Well, he's playing the part of the soy boy really, really well. These interviews and articles that are coming out now. They're no bueno, kids, and it's going to feed into the idea that this film is a giant suck fest.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that this film is a giant suck fest, which is going to bum out Jay. And I feel bad for Drunk 3PO because he likes Avatar.
He likes those movies?
Yeah. And,
it's not our fault he has bad taste.
I'm sick of blue water indigenous people.
Paul, then you shouldn't have gone to see Wakanda Forever because it spoiled your appetite.
Yes. I really can't stand Avatar. I just hate that movie. I don't know why. Nobody likes it.
I can't wait to not watch it. I'm just so happy I
Same
can
here.
be at home. I can eat my extra butter popcorn to myself. And I could just I don't know, maybe rewatch the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special or old Christmas movies. Like I'm good without James Cameron and his soy boy tar. I don't need that shit.
I'm excited because what's her name? The chick went super hardcore. It was Kate something or other. She's in that film Tar. She shat all over the wokey weird stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, I mean Cameron's no bueno. I have a feeling that this film won't even touch the $1 billion mark, and it's going to be a very, very rough quarter for Disney.
Male culture, I want to agree with you. And the only reason why I slightly disagree is I think China might be the thing that saves Avatar.
Yeah, Kieran Pryor, yes, Kate Blanchett. Thank you for that.
I think if anything saves Avatar, it'll be China. And that's a big if, because the market in Chinese Hollywood box offices are literally huge on their own Hollywood market alone.
Okay, so
now,
here
if
we
I'm
go.
wrong, then great.
No. So the problem is that you cannot take China grosses and make them equivalent to U.S. grosses or most other country grosses, because you are not getting the same percentage of the revenue from the box office out of China that you are in the United States. You're getting much, much less. So the reason why it's important for a film to go completely bonkers is China is to overcome the fact that your collection of those revenues is lesser than in other markets. It looks great on paper, as far as the overall gross for a film, but that the amount of revenue to the end, what's the proper bookkeeping term, Mike?
Hollywood?
Yeah. No. For when, like, because China box office revenue is substantially reduced. What Hollywood's take is their net is substantially lower from the box office in China. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, drastically lower.
Yeah. So yeah,
because of that thing.
Yeah. And it's Mike, I love you.
It's called that thing. It starts with the C. And it rhymes with therapist, but it starts with the COMM. Get it?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Lauryn Hill song.
I don't know what that refers to. By the way, I found out what Deep Space 69 is. It's some kind of animated sex-related thing.
What?
Deep Space 69?
What?
Tom told me to go research it a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really into like animated porn or sex stuff. I'm more a IRL kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
Anybody else want to speak on Cameron's comments?
I think Cameron is in for I think if you look at his comments overall, let's just sit back and look at everything that's come out of his mouth the last 6-7 weeks, and I think what we've got is a guy who is really nervous and panicking across the board on this thing, whether it's the box office, the critical reception, how many sequels he's going to get, his politics. I think this is a guy who is just doesn't feel that same sort of James Cameron comfortability or confidence that we're used to seeing when he's, I know we always say never count him out.
Yeah.
But I think this is a guy who's walking on eggshells, Tom. I really do. I really think that as a filmmaker, he's walking on eggshells, and it's so obvious. And he's like almost, I think more stuff's going to come out of his mouth the next 2 or 3 weeks. This movie comes out, what, in 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
I think 2.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more as this thing comes. And then if it doesn't do immediately like blockbuster well, I think he's going to have a meltdown over things over Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, but I think that this, again, when you remove testosterone from your body, you become mambly-pambly and you have zero confidence. You're no longer masculine. That explains an awful lot about Cameron. Self-confidence and all of that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I have a feeling the film's gonna suck.
Probably. And then we've got David Park who says Cocaine Bear 3. Rehab or prison?
Wow.
Yes. Cocaine Bear 4. Breaking Bear. Jack White says, Tom, did you look at the emails I sent you? I saw the ones you sent me the other day. I have not had a chance to even look at my email yet today. So I'll have to check on it after the show, Jack, but thank you so much. And then we got Nicholas Horton who says, Beast Wars, I'm going to go watch the new Transformers Rise of Beasts next year. Yep. Maximize and terrorize.
There you go. You know, I have to say, can we just talk about that real quick? Because I saw that trailer.
Well, we're going to talk about it in about 2 seconds here.
Okay.
Lost for Words has been a member for 9 months. I do. And then Jack White says, Nick, you should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender and go through all the reasons why it's better than Cameron's.
Oh, billion.
Avatar.
Completely different, but yeah.
So, yeah. And on that note.
Yeah, it is different.
The trailer. Let's start with the trailer for, as you just said, Transformers. More than meets the eyes. Transformers. I'm sorry I got cum in your eye.
That's like lubricant. Anyway. Sorry.
Autobots, roll out.
Yeah, well, yeah. You sound like you're talking. You remember those things you used to whip around and they made sounds? And like the faster you made it, you could change the notes.
Tell me what you whip around, Culture.
A long tube, an undulated tube.
Long tube, elongated. You're shaking your hand there. Is that like a shake weight in your hand?
Show us how it works again.
All right, guys. Where's the Legion memers to meme that photo of him?
You're gonna have to show me. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, wag that hand again. Shake weight. Yeah, insert shake weight in hand.
You guys are evil.
That was disturbing.
Anyway, they used to have this tube, and you could like play music with it. You spin it, depending on how quickly you spun it about.
Ugh.
And you know what, Tom? It's fine. You know, sound like that. I don't care anymore. I can't wait to see the movie. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't looked forward to a Transformers movie in a long.
You want to talk about it, so
what now?
You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
I do. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say Dinobots, and I freaking love it. Right? I think I'm pretty excited about that. I like Rhinosaurus, like the rhinosaurs. I like rhinosaurs. I like the gorilla thing. That's cool, and looks good. I'm not sure what the ultimate evil is, but I'm looking forward to it. Grimlock.
I think it's going to be a MacGuffin that this person has in their bag, and they're being chased throughout most of the movie. A McMuffin, yes.
Hey, my dinner's being made right now. You're making me more hungrier.
Okay, so Rise of the Beast comes out next year. We watched the trailer.
Yeah.
Culture enjoys it sounds like.
Yes.
I mean, I saw it. I liked it. I mean, but then again, I've got a low bar. I've liked almost every Transformer movie that's come out, and I don't know why, because I know I shouldn't.
Well, okay, so you know our friend Jacob from Society Reviews, Bounding into Comics, all that, right?
Yep. Good guy.
He said this film was written by 5 people. Is that true?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Many movies are, aren't they? But 5 or more.
I was going to say, is that standard nowadays?
Seems like more than that.
Oh, see, looky.
I like
Optimus
this shot.
Prime.
I did like that. I like that they did keep the more Bumblebee-ish type design where they went back to the 80s more.
Yeah, because that looks like more like the toys, right? But they still have a problem with scale. Because honestly, he is not big enough in scale to the shot for the waterfall and the trees around him. But I mean, it's gonna, I noticed that in a still. I didn't really notice that in the scene that this is clipped from. So, okay, that was fun. Nobody's talking.
You're the only one who likes this.
All right.
Never really been a huge Transformer person.
Okay.
Culture, me and
okay.
I'll go to Culture and watch it opening day, and he and I can review it.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll fly to South Carolina, bro. We'll hang out.
I'm gonna actually go up to bat for Culture Casino and say I actually didn't mind this trailer. Not joking either. I'm not even being sarcastic. I actually didn't think this trailer looked bad. I'm not, saying that this looks like incredible, but it actually looks like a movie I'd see on like a $5 Tuesday type of thing, and it will be turn off your brain, dumb fun. And I'm just so glad that there's no stupid Megan Fox. I cannot stand her.
Hey,
so.
anytime you don't have toe thumbs in your film, that's a plus.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, there's 2 upgrades right there. And actually, I'm down for the Harambe looking Transformer. I mean, I might as well bring my Harambe statue with me when I go see this.
I'm gonna be there opening day.
I'm gonna be there. I'm coming to Mike's house, and then when we're done, we're gonna go play golf.
Mike, he told you he's gonna come to your house.
Well, he's been invited for like 14 years now.
Whoa!
That's hyperbole, my friend.
Okay, a year and a half.
Okay,
hyper come.
And you're right, but I'm gonna show up, and we're gonna go to the movie, then we're gonna go play golf.
We'll be all excited, and then we'll do like those live reactions. I'll have to get a fake mustache to be like Polly.
Yeah, can you do the little twisty thing?
God, it's so annoying.
What about you, Klobby?
Paulie and I are getting together on Saturday.
Oh, really?
On his channel. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're doing something amazing. You're going to want to check it out. Paulie, Latino Slant, for those of you out there that don't know who Paulie is.
Yes, the great one.
It's an interviewee thing. You're going to want to see it. This is a blow the roof off of Hollywood kind of moment. I'm very excited.
Nice. Excellent.
Can I eat my lunch now? Breakfast, dinner? No.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never was much of a Transformers guy anyway, because it was a little bit after my time and stuff. I have seen the first film, and I made the mistake of going to see the second one in the theater, Revenge of the Fallen. After that, I've never watched any of these again. Trailer looks kind of fun, but don't have much of an opinion on it. I got to admit, I'm sorry to be so neutral.
Okay, whoa. Can I ask a question then? Because we're all together here. And that's the whole point of a panel show, probably. I mean, at least I've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm kind of learning from you guys. But would you rather see this film or Indy 5?
Oh boy! Since this wouldn't be painful, even if I didn't like it, definitely this. It will not carry the pain that an Indy 5 would carry. So yeah, this for sure. If I had to choose,
you could probably have some fun with this, I guess.
Yeah. Even if it's no good, you're like, no skin off. Unless you're a big Transformers fan, maybe then it would be. But if you're an Indiana Jones fan like I am, that's going to be the pain.
Yeah. No, I want to know what guys like Ironcaster think, because obviously he's part of our comic shop show, Klobby, and he's a big Transformers fan. I would like to know what are his thoughts on this Harambe-led Transformer movie.
Harambe.
To me, that's what it is. It's just, I see this trailer and I think of Harambe.
I don't know. As somebody who was a bigger fan of
Turtles, huh? You were Turtle guy.
Turtles was a little later, but He-Man and Ghostbusters more so than Transformers, because that's kind of the era Transformers fell into.
Yeah,
it was just one of those shows that was on in between the others for me, and I didn't really get into the toys all that much. I mean, they were okay. I think I had a couple of them. So in that respect, I enjoyed the first film. I thought the third one was okay. Other than that, I didn't really care for any of them. Well, Bumblebee was all right, I guess. So 3 out of the 6 or 7 movies we've gotten so far, this at least looks like they're keeping the more Bumblebee aesthetics. So.
Now,
which I'm surprised, because I thought they weren't going to.
But Tom, you didn't answer the question.
This could be more fun.
Would you rather see this movie?
Oh, it's pretty fucking obvious. Like I just said earlier, I was with Klobby. I agreed with Klobby.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure.
What is the alternative? Death?
I think I like
pick
Transformers.
Any of them. I mean,
I never had any Transformers as a kid, because they were expensive toys and we were broke as fuck growing up. So I never had any of them.
Well, that was another problem, was the toy threshold.
I mean, you gotta, I was a He-Man. It's just, I mean, obviously He-Man's superior to Transformers in my unbiased opinion.
I agree with you completely, but I mean, also, it helps that He-Man was much more affordable.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so I don't know if anybody else has any more to say about Transformers. But yeah, it looks like it could be fun.
That's 3 trailers down already. We're doing good.
Did we talk 3 trailers? We didn't even talk about Indiana Jones yet.
Oh,
We already kind of did, maybe a little.
But not
Well,
the trailer.
we got Cocaine Bear done.
Oh.
We got Transformers done. Now let's do this one.
I'm taking a shit.
No.
Get out of my bathroom.
Where is my Geritol?
Oh, that's
That's
my
it.
bathroom. It's only mine only.
Oh, why did this have to happen? I mean,
Who's this bald guy?
Good evening.
70.
Hello.
70s.
Hey guys, I just finished watching Troll. That was really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, Troll on Netflix. Excellent movie.
Well, we're about to troll the Indiana Jones trailer because
Oh, right.
I don't think this I don't know anybody really who's like, I mean, I've seen a few people say it looks okay. But they turned off the like or dislike on
Of
YouTube.
It's just, it's a big point. You go, why? Why do this? You see that trailer, it looks like a standard trailer that doesn't really tell you whether anything's bad or good, except they put Feeble Waller, what's her face, and it just makes you go, well, look, anything excitement I may have been able to get from this trailer is ruined by putting her in there. So that means the movie's going to be the same, isn't it? It's just, no. Even if you'd accept old indie,
Okay.
which, could be
You guys-
acceptable in some ways.
You're right. Now, I have a question. Now, if our friend YetiCast could take 2 movies and mash them together, somebody in the chat just suggested a good one. Indiana Jones versus Cocaine Bear.
I picked Cocaine Bear to win.
I think that's a great film.
We need to dump the coke or the plane is gonna crash.
If he's piloting the plane, it's going to
It's
crash
too
anyway.
heavy.
The plane is going to crash anyway.
Yeah, but at least without all the coke, I can land this baby.
Is that stuff flammable?
Give me some weed instead.
Anyway.
So yeah, I guess it looks like Doomcock is right. Time travel, Dial of Destiny. I
Oh,
mean,
boy. Dial
Lord
of Destiny.
Almighty, one of the worst.
What a title.
Well,
Jesus.
we just got to look at the track record of this film because everything else in general that Disney puts out is a 0, and everything that fucking Lucasfilm puts out is damn near a 0.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Obi-Wan sucked. Boba Fett sucked.
Booked.
The Dial of Destiny. Oh,
The Dial
God.
of Destiny. Dial,
Willow that I just saw sucked.
Dial D for Destiny. Wow. And
I
I guess
just-
so. Yeah. Does it look like they? I see. Again, I only got to watch the trailer briefly for a second. I haven't analyzed it or anything. Are they really? They're implying time travel? Are they saying it outright in the trailer? It's one of those fast-moving trailers, so you don't really.
Implied very heavily.
Well, what do you mean implied? It's like right on the screen that they're obviously in different time areas.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking. Yeah, I know they show eras, but that's
There's
not time
nothing
travel.
implied. It's explicit.
I know, but the eras, they're showing different eras doesn't always say time travel. I'm just saying, are they saying that this dial allows them to go back and forth in time? Is that what we're seeing?
Well, something's got to allow them to go back in time. If not the magic dial, the magic Geritol bottle, but something does.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying from this, does it look like the story just jumps all over the place from a narrative sense, or they're traveling around in time is what I'm asking.
It looks to me like they're traveling around time.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I watched the trailer and it's a trailer, so it goes all over the place.
Well, this is what's called supposedly this is a teaser.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's
in
very
theory,
early.
trailers actually give you some indication of the story, though. They don't know how to do that. They stopped
Yeah.
doing those reliably 10 years ago.
Yeah, this
So
one
this is
doesn't tell you
somewhere-
much.
Somewhere between a trailer and a teaser, then. It's in the middle.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Tom,
neither.
when you saw this, isn't your reaction like, holy shit, these rumors out there must be correct? I mean, that's kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
vibe was, oh my god, it's true. Secondly was like, oh my god. Then it's like it doesn't even look like an Indiana Jones movie.
Right?
Dial of Destiny is like, oh, it's Tenacious D showing up or something. This one goes to 11.
I can't
Oh my
wait.
God, that's
You know what? If the pick of Destiny shows up in this, I will give it I will rate it a 1.
You know that we'll be rocking because it's fucking insane.
It's the Dial of Destiny's child.
Oh God.
It's good. He travels back in time to create a band. An all-girl band.
70s. Change my depends now.
Where's my walker? So John Rhys Davis is in it, I noticed.
Gorgeous,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Have a sneaking suspicion Mr. Mangold might have been lying. Yep, that's my
You
theory.
think?
Might have been lying. Dude's the new fucking Kevin Smith.
Did you ever have any suspicion he was ever telling the truth? Because I didn't.
Right.
He might actually make Kevin Smith look a little more honest by comparison.
Right? No, that's a bad play now on Mangold's part because it's
Stephen Moffat used to do it all the time, so they all lying and admit it, but at least he used to admit it. Stephen Moffat going to say, "Of course, I might be lying, and probably am lying." He used to do that. I'll give that to him.
oh,
Yeah,
fuck
dude, we got to get Kadish on. Kadish would tear this film up. New booty.
So is old Indy seen in the past with younger versions of himself in this trailer? I'm only just watching it now.
Not in the trailer itself.
No.
So, or is she just going back and interacting with
Could be.
younger
Probably what
versions?
it's going to be. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's a big
That's
difference
true.
between the two. Yeah.
And if that's what it is, that's even more. Oh, that has got to be annoying. Woo. Can you imagine that if they're doing it that way? Like she's going back and meeting this other, like it's all about her going to meet other versions. Oh, man, it's terrible.
Erasing everything Indy ever did and replacing it with this fucking irredeemable bitch. But Stephanie says we're wrong.
Well, like, this is all speculation right now. None of us have seen the whole movie. So, yes, but
I think she
trailer
just means
before.
know that he's not going to be interacting with himself. I think.
Okay. Yeah, like he's not like the doctor meeting other doctors. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't think that's the case. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that either. I mean, you never know, but no,
No, because even in the leaks, that wasn't part of the deal. It was like
no. That's
Well,
kidding.
something happened, and then it flashes forward, and it ties into what Phoebe Waller-Bridge is there for. And then there is some time
Gotcha.
traveling involved, but I think it's just her, and then she sees the younger version of him or whatever. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't care about this movie. And once again, I'm one of those guys who couldn't even stand the fourth one. Like, I'm just
fourth
like,
one's
and that should
cool.
have never even happened. And now here we are with this one. And it's just, to me, it adds insult to injury. And once again, like, I'm actually kind of looking forward to Harambe Transformers. So that I'll go see. But Indiana Jones time travel with Phoebe Waller-Bridge taking his place, no.
Yeah, I mean, time travel's okay in certain circumstances. If it was a love letter to Indy, this movie, that would be one thing. But if it's replacing him with her, that's an entirely different thing. Pointless. It will destroy it. Nobody would object to a kind of a farewell love letter to Indy. But if it's about she's the one, not Indy, this is going to be a disaster. However,
This is a love letter. It's a Dear John letter.
yeah, Dear John letter, not love letter. Yeah, it's. However, all we've got is the trailer so far. We'll see. Crystal Skull is a masterpiece. Yeah. Compared
This
to
is
this.
gonna, yeah, Becca J says this movie is gonna make Crystal Skull look like a masterpiece in comparison. Just you wait. I hope you're wrong, Becca J, but I have a feeling you're right. I got nothing out of this trailer. Like it
Yeah,
just.
I know me. I'll watch it, but I can't say I'm enthused about it. In fact, I think
Yeah.
I'll probably sit through it though. I guess I can't sit there and say that I won't.
Well, I mean, the joke with the guns and the whip was okay. I mean, reasonable joke, but if that's it,
Is it though?
is it? I think it's okay.
Six asks, why is... Are you talking about Fleabag? Fleabag's rough, man. She is... Everything that she does, everything that she's ever written is written to tear down men. from beginning to end, and she puts on display all of her own worst character traits. Watch the first 2 seasons of Fleabag and you'll get it, because that's essentially everything that she is. Her range as far as writing, acting, directing, it's all the same. Yeah. And it's a shame because she does understand humor and timing. She's just not the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, whereas you would hope it would be something where the younger character, her character, would have a good chemistry with him. They would be funny together and play off of each other. It's not going to be that. It's going to all be about running him down. With her involved.
Saving him several times, only to then.
Yeah. I'm going to say this out loud in front of this giant audience we have. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
I agree, Culture. We'd love to be wrong about this.
But
I absolutely love
everything that I heard about Willow, 100% true. Everything I've been hearing about this, I'm just saying, it's not. Once I got like little snippets of the script and I got little clips of the show, I knew Willow was fucked. I tried to warn everybody a week before it came out. Like, this is exactly what you don't want. Not fucking around.
And they did keep Phoebe Waller-Bridge's trailer appearances to the barest minimum.
They did. Yeah. She can be tough to take, right? And that's a shame. Okay, she's not necessarily difficult to look at, right? And again, she's very good with humor. She understands comedic timing and the whole nine. She's just insufferable. And that, that comes through in everything that she does and that she's involved in, unfortunately. And again, I made it all the way through both seasons of Fleabag, and everything that she's done, is again, as somebody said in the chat, one trick pony. We'll have to see. But nothing so far that's been out there yet has been contrary to any of the leaks or any of the other information that's come out about this. What does that tell you?
That speaks volumes, really. There's a lot of form here, and it's following the same pattern as many other things we've seen recently. So, this is a very important franchise to me personally. It's been one of those things I've absolutely adored all my life since it came out. I was a little bit older than some of you probably when Raiders first hit the cinema, but it's been a major part of my
that's the other thing.
Entertainment life.
What's everybody's thoughts on the title? Because I think the title is redonkulous. It's worse than the Crystal Skull.
And
I didn't like the Crystal Skull because it was too on the nose.
One of the other suggested titles was the Kronos, something Kronos. I can't remember what it was. There were multiple suggested titles, all having to do with the Time Turner from Harry Potter, and that's what we got. The God of Time. Remember, he says, "I don't believe in magic," and but I've seen some things. Yeah, no shit. And it's funny because you hunt relics. Relics do things. Every single relic you've interacted with has done something. You would think he would learn.
Well, that's where Crystal Skull to me went off the beaten path, and that's what pissed me off about that movie, because the original Indiana Jones trilogy is about an atheist archaeologist who comes face to face with
the divinity,
religious artifacts.
Yeah, divinity. Yeah,
and things that can kind of push him to the point where he can't really deny it anymore.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the third film, he literally finds the Holy Grail. But when it comes to the title, the first film is called Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not called, Finding the Ark of the Covenant. The second film is called The Temple of Doom. It's not called The Temple of the Thuggy. The third film is called The Last Crusade, as a play on the Crusades, and then the knight being in the temple and all that kind of shit.
The Knights
It's
Templar.
not called Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail. Otherwise, that sounds like a fucking Monty Python title. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny sounds like a fucking...
It's seriously, it's a Harry Potter title. It is. That's the first thing I thought of when I learned the title of the film. I'm like, holy shit, it's Harry Potter.
Does sound like one. Does feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm looking. But again, I mean, it ultimately, everything's in place for every single rumor to be 100% true. That's the problem. That's the problem they're going to have to fight now, because the very moment that the word of mouth confirms it, the film's fucking doomed. And the minute that it's confirmed that Mangold in any way misled anybody by lying in any fashion, he's fucked. As far as the fans are concerned.
Yeah.
Fans hold a fucking grudge. We're fucking still. I mean, look at what happened to Kevin Smith. His film made like $3 when he went out on his
Two
tour.
of those were his.
Soy Smith?
Yeah, and this is not what you do if you want to maintain, a good relation. Look at the stupid fucktard that did the Bashman Terminator film. God, I forget his name. Miller? Is his last name Miller? Anyway, that thing was a complete trash fire. He lied and then he attacked fans. He just turned around and said, "No, it's absolutely this. You guys suck.
When he was
don't want to see some kick-ass women, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck it was." Tim Miller, thank you.
Culture. When Tim Miller was serving me fries at McDonald's the other day, he was pretty cutting about what I said about that movie.
Anyway, and Larry told me to shut up and let Tom finish. So Tom, finish.
I pretty much said everything I was going to say. Was just that they sound like fucking Monty Python titles when you got Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It's like
this it should have been called Indiana Jones and the Dish Network. I think that would have been it.
Mexican Iron Man and the Iron Thong of Justice.
That's a good one.
And I mean, the tone.
Make money with that.
The tone, I'm not getting it. It feels just like a generic action film. It doesn't. I'm not getting anything that evokes Indy outside of the music and the few shots we get of when he's younger. Because when he's old and he's running across the street and all that kind of stuff, Matt was right. Like, you could tell he's 80 goddamn years old. I love Harrison Ford to death, but I'm pretty much convinced at this point you should just James Bond this role. We should not be at this point. Crystal Skull should have just been we're not going to do that again. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but Indiana Jones can live on, but this can, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but nothing in this trailer gave me anything but cringe feelings.
Indiana Jones and the Taco of Terror.
But there was another trailer I felt completely different about.
You know what? I actually thought of who would have been a worse fit for being a part of this franchise. Taika Waititi.
Oh.
He might as well have been at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to give Mangold the benefit of the doubt, but he came after Matt pretty hard, and I mean, he mentioned Doomcock for nobody invoked Doomcock. He did.
Nope.
Well,
he did.
I was just looking at an article recently in the Daily Express, British national newspaper. Whole article mentions Doomcock.
Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
Based on what Doomcock reported. So that's in a British newspaper.
but it's happening more frequently because, again, we are reporting directly the things that we hear, or the people that people are telling us that are trying to keep two hands well off of whatever they're telling us. And it's, what are you going to do with that information? You're going to talk about it. Well, when you have a track record that shows that you're fairly accurate, with in the 90th percentile, people are going to fucking pay attention, right? And it's one of the reasons why you had the Eraserhead, Grace Randolph, have to backtrack on her comments about the MCU, and essentially saying it was right. You can't fight against the perception if you continually lean into this. We're replacing men with women all the time. She had to eat crow, and I would like her to eat some more. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up now. I have a little bit of.
Well, there is another trailer we got to talk about that I actually had a bit different feelings about. So we'll get into that. Mecha J says, how much is Bay involved in this new Transformer movie? I know he's a producer, but it's the guy you really got to worry about is not even Michael Bay. It's what the hell's his name? Andre knows who I'm talking about, and he's not here, of course. He's one of the other producers. because he's the guy that makes the final call on this shit. Last we heard, they were supposedly heading back towards the Bayverse, but this looks more like it's an amalgam of the two. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, that's what I'm thinking of. Him and Michael are both producers along with Tom DeSanto. So we'll have to see how it turns out. But yeah, I think he's more involved in this one than he was in Bumblebee, that's for sure. Lost for Words says Avatar's going to bomb. I don't know if it'll bomb, but yeah, it's probably going to bomb. It needs $2 billion.
Right.
I mean, it'll be one of the most highest grossing bombs of all time. Let's see here. Let's see here. 6, what you just sent me, I'm not seeing that on my end, which is weird. Yeah, I don't have those at all. For some reason, StreamYard's just being an ass. Thank you. Jack White said, did any of you see the announcement trailers for the new anime series? The Iceblade Sorcerer shall file the world, and the anime apparently disillusioned adventures will save the world. Why do these things have some of the weirdest fucking titles?
Yeah. I don't know. I have not, though. I don't know if any of you guys.
No, I have not either. But I'm curious why that is. Is it just a loose translation, or what is the deal? Like,
you never know. That could be, I guess. Good
if
question.
I kept up with anime, maybe. But yeah. Oh, and we have another Canadian joining us. Only he doesn't sound like he's from Scotland. His name is Script Doctor.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everyone doing today?
Hello.
No,
That was good.
Poser.
we're not doing this.
AKA
We're not doing
E. Hauser.
I hope you brought the beer, eh?
Oh, totally bought the beer, eh?
Totally. And the bacon. The
You
bacon.
hosers, take off, eh? Charlie's been a member for 2 months at the maximum effort puppy level and says, I just finished Wednesday. It's a good popcorn show. Very enjoyable. I've heard mixed to mostly good about it, so I might give it a shot. But I'll have to see.
Gomez
Pinot,
doesn't smoke.
what was that?
Gomez doesn't smoke in this show.
Well, I figured that because they can't allow smoking anymore.
Oh, God.
One of the best things about him. He's always got
What I heard that is kind of I'm curious about is like they make this big deal like she's all freaked out because she finds out Gomez could be a murderer. I'm like, are you kidding me? That would be a bedtime story.
Right, yeah. What the hell?
Like, what the fuck? Gomez would be like, Dad, tell us about the time you murdered somebody. Again? Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
How could he not be a murderer? He's Gomez Adams.
Okay, which time?
Yeah, which
What
time?
do you want to hear?
That is.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
like some of the things I'm hearing, I'm like, yeah, that just doesn't jive with Adam's family, but I've heard some good and bad, so we'll have to check that out. Pinochet's Helicopter Tours says Indiana Jones and the Bait and Switch. Can't wait. Script, you just got here.
Yeah.
Did you check out the Indiana Jones trailer?
There is no trailer. There's only a teaser.
Or
All
whatever.
right, well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
The car chase is not filmed like Indiana Jones. It's filmed like Fast
See?
and Furious.
That's what I said. It doesn't look like or feel like an Indiana
Yeah.
Jones movie.
Well, some parts. I mean, the whipping part and then the ducking from when the guys pull out the guns, that's kind of Indiana Jones-ish. But
Kind of, but it still felt forced to me. I don't know. Something about it didn't set with me. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
it's, I mean, the one quick shot, the deep fake of him with the hood being pulled off his head, that looked all right, but I don't care. Like I don't see there's nothing to tantalize me into wanting to see this film. And then of course you got the tiny guy who always does the German accents. He's into Captain America and all that stuff, and poor guy's being typecast all the time as this crazy dwarfy scientist. So I mean, there seems to be more redundancy in this than anything of intrigue.
Mm,
And that's just from the teaser.
yeah. Still like the summer coming out next summer, right?
This
Long ways
summer,
away.
technically. Yeah.
Well,
'Cause-
2023, right? So
Will that be this coming summer?
September, isn't it? September.
It'll
Yeah,
be-
7 months from
or
now,
it also will
basically.
be the next summer. It'll be the next summer that we experience. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the way they used to do it in the trailers. Like if they used to have
Toby
trailer
Jones?
voice guy, he'd be saying next summer.
Toby
Well,
Jones.
because they'd be doing the trailer in the summer. That's why they would say it next summer, because it was currently the summer. That's when they would do that. Did you not know why that's why they did it?
Not always though. Even after summertime, sometimes they had that in trailers.
They're usually all produced
On
for
Christmas
blockbuster
trailers even,
stuff are
too.
Done for
Well, in my case, I was just referring to the next summer that we will experience.
Yeah.
In
the
2023.
one that is right around the corner, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If we make
And then
it.
Waltman says, "Are you guys talking about Optimus Primal, the ape transformer that has been a thing since the Beast Wars cartoon?"
Yeah.
I think we talked a little bit about it, but I don't. I think
They
that's
got
what
Optimus Primal. They got
Nick
Rhinox,
was talking
they
about.
got Cheetor.
Six.
Um,
Six cracks me up. Semantics. True.
We are all guilty of absolute steroids on semantics. That is
So-
pretty much the bane of our arguments. on a
So
lot.
yeah, we also talked about the Transformer trailer already. Script. So what'd you think of that?
Oh Lord,
this feels like all the others.
All right.
it's a fair cup.
Now, do they have? Does it? Because it kind of almost sounded like that. I wasn't sure though. Is Peter? Is he voicing both of those characters?
No, they have Peter Cullen is doing original Optimus. They did
Yeah,
get the guy who did Optimus Prime in the
Because he sounded almost like him.
well. The guy who did Optimus Prime in the cartoon was the voice of Man of Arms in the 2002 Transformers,
Right.
2002 He-Man show.
Right, but I'm talking about Optimus Primal, the gorilla one.
Yeah, that was originally voiced by the same actor who did the voice of Man of Arms, but they didn't bring him back, so they got someone else doing them. Unfortunately.
Oh, Ron Perlman is playing Primal.
Really?
Jason.
He
Yeah.
looks
Dug
like
him
an ape,
up, huh?
I guess.
Peter Cullen is Prime.
He has the brains of an ape. So.
Yeah,
He actually looks like a real life Homer Simpson if you think about it.
kind of, sort of.
Just have to shave him bald.
He kind of
He's
looks
married
like
to
Harry
Dana
from Harry and the
Delany.
Hendersons, actually.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
I
I'm
actually
sorry.
thought that's who played him originally until I found out, oh no, it's the guy from who played the Predator. Does this dress make my ass look big? Says, did anyone catch the trailer for The Big Four, an Indonesian action comedy coming 12/15 on Netflix, also retitled Indie and the Dialysis of Density? No, I did not see this. But
I have to look for that. To look for that. I'm not. Should I look under the Big Four instead, though?
The Big Four, I would assume, yes. Yeah, this sounds like it might be a more alley.
I'm actually going to be. Thank you. I'm going to be looking at some really. I'm going to be looking at some really fun stuff. I'm going to do a review on the Peripheral, Reacher, and a couple other things here in the next few weeks.
You're gonna review Reacher.
You gonna
Speaking
watch
of,
Troll? Culture? You gonna watch Troll?
Oh yeah,
foreign,
that's this
cinema.
weekend. I get to watch Troll this weekend.
Yeah, I just finished watching it before I came on.
Awesome.
Speaking of foreign
Really
cinema,
good, mate. You'll enjoy it.
Awesome. Okay, good.
I found something awesome here. What the fuck is this? I didn't authorize this shit. Wait, maybe this is cool. No, what the fuck is this? I did not authorize this. Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
What?
That's the
was
Batman we need.
That is the Batman we deserve.
I did a
Oh.
back dance.
that? Seriously, he did a
Bat
bat
dance.
dance and everything.
Now, that is better. That's better than the
No,
Batman.
wait a minute. Hold up. What?
Seriously, there was more movement in that few seconds than I ever saw Michael Keaton move in his two movies. It
I
was
know,
just-
dude.
Wow.
You shut your mouth, sir. He couldn't move. He couldn't move his head, okay? He was limited in his movement.
I honestly, I think that might be the best. That is the Batman we need. And
What the
deserve
fuck
right
was
now.
that?
That was awesome. Can you dance like that, Bat Tom?
What did I just see?
I don't know. Can we see that beautiful bean footage again?
That was unauthorized. Completely unauthorized. He's got fucking knee pads. Batman don't wear knee pads. He does got some moves. I'll give him that. I can see using that fighting pride. Wait a minute, you don't take your mask off. You can't take. What are you doing? That is not Mickey Mouse. Are they doing the Thriller? It is not.
I want to see what the Joker does in response to that.
What?
The Joker.
I don't know what the fuck I just saw, but that was completely unauthorized.
But that
Don't you
tune-
ever show that again.
It sounds very
Don't you
familiar.
ever play that again. And I mean, God damn it! Just
It's a
kidding.
great fanfare that at the beginning. Brilliant fanfare.
I saw that and I'm just like, what in the fuck is on? This is crack.
I
Crack
loved
cocaine.
it. Look, I was into that, man. I was like,
Yeah, you were dancing away. All right, we got a couple more super chats and then we got one more trailer to talk about. We got Mexican Iron Man who gifted 5 Midnight's Edge memberships. Thank you so much, Mikey. You didn't have to
It's
do
the
that, but we
beginning of the
appreciate it.
month, and I'm back, bitches.
That's true.
It's that time of the month for Mike.
How's mom doing? How was your holiday, by the way, since you were away for so long?
Fantastic. She's in Texas now, and it was great 2 weeks.
Nice.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Mecha J says this movie is going to make Crystal Skull look like a masterpiece in comparison. You just wait. We got that before, but thank you, Mecha J. We appreciate that. And we got Babo Yogi who says Troll on Netflix is awesome.
Yeah, I'll
Jake
second
Jones
that.
will Zuck. What's Zuck? Oh, Indiana Jones. That's what he means. Yeah. Gotcha. But it's going to suck.
It
Yeah.
actually features a cameo performance by Billy Campbell, Bruce Campbell's cousin.
Really?
Yeah, under the name Ollie Campbell. There's a lot of
Andre
Campbells.
enjoyed Troll as well. David Park says Cocaine Bear 4, Rehab or Indy 5. I'll just go watch Cocaine Bear.
That's Rocketeer Billy Campbell, or you mean?
Yes, that's the same one.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know he was related to Bruce.
He is Bruce's cousin,
oh,
Crap, no
geez.
wonder I
didn't
like
know
him so
that.
much.
and he appears in Troll under the name Ollie Campbell because that's his middle
No
name,
wonder
and
he's so cool.
because he's married to a Norwegian, and he does little side gigs under the name Ollie Campbell instead of Billy.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, Jim Watari gifted 10 memberships, Tom. 10.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jim Watari.
Huge.
Is Troll a movie that's impossible to troll?
I don't know. Pinochet's Helicopter Tour says, I think what I'm assuming is the time machine travel scene looks very similar when the Millennium Falcon cockpit view goes into hyperspeed insulting. Yeah, I saw that, and I know what you're talking about, and I agree. I think that's one of the time travel scenes. You're probably right about that.
Yeah, bro.
Jack White says, Tom, I just sent you an email with links to articles to the anime I was talking about. All right, I will try to check that out as soon as I can, Jack. Thank you so much. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser says, almost 800 in here. Get Mead to 500 thumbs. Yes. Thank you, Nick. Then Waltman says, Tom, now you have to do Japan's take on Spider-Man, a.k.a. Emissary of Hell. Also, Mike, take your take on Cameron's FTX theory. That's right. You haven't been on the shows since Cameron dropped his nugget of a theory. Do you know what we're talking about?
Absolutely, of course I do. I actually ended up. I'll do it really briefly. Here's what concerns. Well, first of all, I think his theory has a lot of resonates with me a lot, and I'm going to say why. And that's because here you have the CFO of the company, who is the one essentially who pulled the trigger and led the other executives to the board in open revolt to get this guy out over the weekend. Now, for a CFO to feel this panic, then this had I believe that I've seen CFOs do stuff in big companies to cover their ass, and CFOs are hard to fire positions because, especially the bigger the company, the more ingrained they are. And I think there's something in the books. I think there's something that probably started under Iger. I think she got panicked, and she basically said her best way of covering this thing up or finding a way out was getting her old buddy Bob Iger back. And I don't know if it's FTX specific, but I did send him when the bankruptcy court came when it came across my feed on my terminal for work stuff, because I get Bloomberg stuff, that the bankruptcy court had said that the largest investors in FTX could remain anonymous throughout the bankruptcy process. That is incredibly unusual. That never happens. In fact, if there's ever a court process that's open to the public, it's the U.S. Federal Bankruptcy Court. And so for the CFO to do this on the weekend in a panic, there is something that specifically panicked the CFO specifically. This isn't about woke and other shit. I mean, all that's sort of ancillary to me. Something's going on those financials. Something serious is going on. And she's panicked, and I think she's personally and professionally panicked. Otherwise, she wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, the cover-up is always worse.
And to all the conservative morons on YouTube that think that Iger is like a sign that there's no woke. I mean, I just can't believe the shit that I see on Fox News and other places.
He's the architect of it.
I spent like 4 days trying to disabuse people of that notion. They are dumb.
Quit abusing people culture.
No, okay.
I heard you. You said you're dissing and abusing people. Knock it off.
No. Disabuse.
I don't care what you call it. It's
what about data abuse? Disabuse, data abuse.
Data abuse. It's all the same.
Don't forget about dare abuse.
Dare abuse.
Or Darabond.
Or Garabusi.
There's a name we don't hear enough. Darabond.
Darabond. Yeah. Yeah, the FTX thing is very interesting though, Walt, man. Thank you for the question, and I wanted to hear Mike's take on it too. Willie says he's been a member for 16 months at the Congo level and says, hey, chat and panel and six, did you hear about Cameron's testosterone talk? Utter BS. Yes, actually, we talked about that at the top of the program.
We got a little. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Wednesday is okay, but you'd hate it, Tom, probably. Do you think Hasbro for this movie will release toys of OG Indy? Is it Hasbro that has the rights to do that?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be figures of both the young and the old Indy.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Are they going to sell any Phoebe Waller dumbass?
No.
Helena. Yeah, her name, it's goddaughter Helena. What's the last name? Ravencroft or something?
Marcus. Helena Marcus.
Oh, okay.
Because it's after, Marcus.
Oh, yeah, it's Marcus's daughter. Yeah.
Actually, wouldn't it be Brody? It's Marcus Brody's daughter.
Brody, right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's Marcus Brody. Sorry.
Okay, well, whatever. Regardless.
Yeah, it's Marcus's daughter, yeah.
Yeah, regardless, none of that shit's going to sell.
I'm going to get the figure of the invisible Indy after he disappears when he's wiped out of time. That's the one I'll get.
Dude, okay, so in fact, that'll be my argument to not buy any toys. You know what? For those of you who used to love Indiana Jones, sorry, doesn't exist anymore. Fuck you. You think that's a good sales campaign?
No, but they'll do the same thing like they've been doing with Star Wars and Marvel, though. They'll make sure there's plenty of Indiana Jones toys.
All right. Yeah, I just saw an ad for one right now for some coming out.
I think that's a great slogan though for the toy line. You can't buy our shit because it doesn't exist anymore. Fuck you.
They got a Temple of Doom series coming out.
Do they really?
Figures. Yeah, figures.
I've cursed like 4 times on the show. I don't usually curse.
Jim Watari's been a member for 2 months, and he gifted 10 Midnight's Edge After Dark memberships. Thank you so much, Jim Watari. Then Mecha J says, I think I know that singer. He also did the Bollywood version of Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know what? I think you're right, Mecha J. Now that you mention it, it does look like him. Pinochet's Helicopter Tour says, I was in a World of Warcraft guild during my army years with a guy who was a movie trailer voice guy. His sense of humor and movie voice made raid fun. I bet.
Oh.
Yeah. I could do trailer voice. Like this one. Green Raptor says, Cocaine Bear prequel to Pooh, Blood, and Honey, yes or no?
In a
Yes.
time long ago.
Oh, bother. What do I do? There's a rumbly in my tumbly and I need some cocaine.
Let's burn this old motherfucker down.
I've got cocaine on the brain.
70 pounds of cocaine, bro.
Oh, and then Undoubted asked, what about that 90s show? That's right. We had a trailer for that 90s show. Didn't we talk about that Tuesday?
Yeah, we did. We did.
We did talk about
it a
that
lot.
Tuesday, Undoubted, and it sounded like we were
Indeed.
all kind of optimistic for it, despite most of the panel not being the hugest of fans of the original show. I think
I like
on
the
the
show.
program, I was one
I mean,
of
I
the,
like
yeah.
you mean the 70s show? That 70s show is the best.
Yeah. I liked it, but I fell out after like the third or fourth season, and then
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back. at the end.
and at least we got a hung jury for Hyde, although it probably won't happen
heard.
next time around. Woo.
Well, he has a twin brother with no scandals, as far as I know, so they could just bring him in.
Who?
The actor who plays Hyde has a twin brother.
Oh,
Who's
that's
an
right.
actor in Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Well, is he going to have another trial, or is this it? Is one mistrial? But
Oh no, they're gonna reload. Reload.
okay, that's what I thought. All right, yeah, because they said they have cameos from everybody but him, basically. So we'll see. But I have a
like
feeling
Kurtwood
that, huh?
I like Kurtwood Smith. He's a really good actor. So
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
the best thing.
It seems like the two of them are just slipping right back into the roles. So on that
Well,
sense,
it's been 20
Yeah.
years. So
I mean, and Kitty is like still the show, in my opinion. He's still the show.
That 70s show had one of the greatest themes of any TV show because it was
Thank you, Wisconsin.
because it's
Oh.
a cover of Big Stars in the Street done by Cheap Trick
No, it was good. It was a good
and you know why they
catchy
picked
tune,
Cheap Trick to
70s.
do that?
because they were from the 70s.
Rockford.
There's more to it than that,
Rockford,
actually.
Rockford,
Brian.
Illinois.
and not
Rockford,
far
They
from
were
Wisconsin.
very, very big in Wisconsin. Yes.
Ah, right, okay. Not
So,
just
yeah,
Japan
like-
then. Not
Yeah,
just
like
Japan.
like Nick was saying, since they were from Illinois, they played throughout the Midwest quite often before
Yeah.
they were big. And so when they came back here, they had, huge crowds all the time and stuff. So yeah, they loved playing in
Nice.
Wisconsin
And I think Rick Nielsen was on the show, if I recall rightly, in an episode.
Nick,
Culture.
how you doing?
Good, man. We're talking about that 70s show. And
But yeah,
you know,
Nick
about how
probably
we
knows
talk
what I'm
about 90s
talking about, how
shows.
How you
Oh, I
popular
know.
they are.
He
through
grew up in that
It
area.
was- dude.
Era.
I lived in that area at one point in time, and when I lived in there, that's when this show was all huge and everyone was watching. That was my age. I watched so many episodes of this, and yeah, it was a fun show, and it's nice to see the grandparents back together. But as I said on Tuesday night, the only thing that's gonna really make or break this show is the youngins. They're gonna be the determining factor of whether this show lasts tonight, because they need to be able to be the ones that carry this.
Very true. But Kurtwood Smith is also from Wisconsin. He was from New Lisbon, Wisconsin, which is not too far from where I was born. Actually, Perverted Jester says if she takes Indy's place, wouldn't she end up erasing herself eventually? That's a good
And-
point, but paradoxes.
You're talking, you're also talking modern day Lucasfilm where logic doesn't come into play.
And this is
Perverted
why I
justice
hate time
makes
travel.
sense. Yeah, you're right on that, Tom. That's
Yeah.
the thing. These people don't seem to care about the consequences of time travel. They just think you could just go with it and just accept it. And I get it.
Yeah.
Time travel's not easy. I understand that. Like every time I've tried to come up with ideas, for every idea you do fix, it also feels like you also create another problem with time travel.
Well,
So-
Well, there's only a
if you
handful-
invent time travel in your fiction, you can use
Yeah.
it to undo anything you want.
Yeah,
Anything.
exactly.
If you
Yeah,
do
and
time
that's
travel
why-
in Star Wars, you can go back to when Palpatine was a kid and kill him, or change him to be a Jedi and not a Sith. And then
Yeah,
you
and
just
that's-
erase the prequel and the original trilogy right then and there.
And that's why I hate when they introduce time travel late in the game. Like, there's only
It's
a
lazy.
handful of time travel movies that work in general. And
It's
Back to the
very
Future
lazy.
only works because they basically run on the idea that there is no such thing as the multiverse. There's only one timeline, and if you fuck with it, everything's going to change, and you have to go back and
Simplest way to do
undo.
the time travel story too. It's the simplest and most effective way to do it. And
Yeah.
even then, it's still difficult to navigate.
It still has flaws. That's the problem, is once you get past that. Because, like, even the idea, because I've even questioned, like, wait a minute, logically, it would go the other way around.
What would?
and Michael J. Fox wouldn't exist at all. So him erasing last makes no sense. Like, if anything, he'd get erased first,
Oh, you mean in that regard? Yeah.
There's all kinds of little paradoxes. That's the thing. If you go through and nitpick Back to the Future, like there's tons of little paradoxes throughout. Like there was one guy who like went at it like a real pure like scientific method, and he came down and boiled it down to Michael J. Fox's character was in a time loop God knows how long, for however long, like at a Groundhog's Day time loop, until he finally made one different decision. And that's the version we're seeing now, is that end of that time loop, basically. Yeah. And he goes into this whole explanation of all the things that are going on and how it all had to play out eventually. And yeah.
Back when the movies first came out, Starlog magazine did like tons of articles about all the paradoxes.
But like again, yeah, my whole point is like most of the time and very rarely does a time travel story work unless you're doing something like Bill and Ted, where you're completely going at it at a satirical nature. Like it's basically Monty Python time travel rules.
Yeah, they're not able to change or affect history at all because they apparently have already done it. Like that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's kind of how a Monty Python sketch would go too, is like, you can't really change the time because you technically already would have done it, wouldn't you? I guess you're right. Yes. Then we really can't go back in time now, can we? This is true.
Yep.
Because anything you would have thought of doing, you already would have done it.
We all know there's only one. We all know there's only one really good time travel movie. It's Time Cop.
That is actually a pretty good one. Actually, that's one I would make an argument, because I like that movie takes into consideration that matter cannot exist in the same space.
See,
like the same matter,
because they never take the physical part of it. And yeah. I mean, you go back in time, and the fact that we're living on ground that's built up by several feet from 1,000 years ago. So if you go back in time, you're either going to end up midair or worse still, stuck inside some object that wasn't there. Isn't there now?
Yeah, there's like Back to the Future.
They do that in Back to the Future.
That's right.
There's Back to the Future. There's Time Bandits, which has fun with it. As far as more serious ones, like I like Frequency, but that's clearly that would never work like that. That is pure fantasy, obviously. I mean, other than that, I can't think of too many other time travel movies that are real consistent with the science of it.
Even Looper's terrible.
Yeah, I hated
Looper's
Looper.
Awful. Yeah.
Time After Time is fun, but I don't know how accurate I would consider it. But they're going to the future, so I mean, I guess in that respect, I mean, even Star Trek has fun with it, but at least they don't do anything that's like in the movies anyway. In the TV show, I don't know necessarily. I'm trying to think. I know they played with it a few times, but
They
I mean, at least it
whales or rescue whales.
Yeah.
In the future. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think. And I think they've had like time loop. There was a time loop episode I remember in Next Gen.
Yes, there was the time loop with Kelsey Grammer at the very end of it.
And then I think there might have been one or two other times, because I remember I think there's another episode where they actually loop around the sun again, like they did. I think it's a TNG episode. Or
no, not in TNG. They don't loop around the sun.
Is it not in TNG? Because I swear they did. Was it one of the late, or was it Enterprise?
The original one, they are going into a gravity well in the Naked Time or Naked Now.
Because I remember they did it just like they did before.
The engines, and then they do it, and the
gravity
of the planet increases their warp to 10. They go back 3 days. Picard.
Well, yeah, at the end of Naked Time, but then of course.
Then
no, he did well. It was
Assignment Earth. They go back in
time. Tomorrow's Yesterday did it, but then Assignment Earth, then Trek 4.
Yeah.
Slingshot effect is not really a.
Well,
no, but I thought didn't they use it
idea.
again though after the fourth film? That's what I was saying.
The time in Contact, Borg open up a time portal and they go through that.
Is that what they did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tom,
I can't remember.
Because that's a miracle device.
Hey, Tom.
Right.
Tom. Three of the people on our panel have to go.
Well, I guess we're not going to get to hear three people's takes on some things. And who are these three people? Because culture's not going anywhere.
I have to drop, unfortunately, but I will travel back in time later to finish the show.
It's everybody online too. It has put messages in the private chat in the back that all three of them had to go. All the guys in the middle row.
I gotta go and find that.
I can do another 10 minutes, Tom.
I gotta go find that Batman movie.
So they think they're leaving me for Comics Division. Well, guess what? Comics Division is going to start without me. And then when I'm done, you see that number up there at the top there? Oh, you can't see the number. But there's like 700 people watching. maybe, just maybe, I'll be nice enough to tell some of those 700 people to come over.
I'm not going anywhere, Tom. I'm right here in
See,
Greenville.
Mikey's a
with
good
you,
boy.
buddy. I'm not going on till 9.
Flabby's a good boy.
I'll stay here for 5 more minutes if we can get all the people to follow us over.
But I will just have
I
to
could
drop
try.
now. So have a good evening, gentlemen. See you.
Yeah, you got to go eat your
Bye.
supper.
Take it easy, buddy.
No, I got
Bye,
something to
70s.
Bye bye.
You know, when you get to be his age, if you don't eat at a specific time,
Take care, Brian.
Cheers. Bye.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal, because I don't start till 9. So
I love you. And you know it. Then we got a super sticker from Jesus Davila. I'm willing to bet it's a thumbs up. Let me see here. You guys have been yakking so much. I think it's way up top.
I'm sorry.
No,
I wasn't yakking much at all.
I got
It
to
is
look
a
for
thumbs
6.
up, by the way. It's always a thumbs
Yakety
up.
yak.
Full thumbs up.
So hit thumbs up, kids, if
It's a
you haven't.
thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thanks,
she
Six.
likes to be like, because I do that on Toxic Film.
The
Membership
cameos.
from your Muslim uncle who's been here for 9 months. Thank you so much, your Muslim uncle. I
Hey.
appreciate that. Ice Cthulhu has been here. He's not a member, but he's been here for a long time. He sends in $2 and says Spanish Time Crimes is the best time travel plot. I'm not familiar with this one.
Me neither.
don't know that one.
I'm trying to think of a good time travel thing.
Well, there's a few, and we mentioned them. The only other one that we didn't mention that I kind of
Time
know if I-
Bandits. Time
well,
Bandits. is the
I
best one.
mentioned Time Bandits.
But
the
you know
only one
why?
It's great for
You know why that's one of my-
fantasy.
But you know why that's one of my favorites?
Why? It's got little people in it.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Unlike Willow.
No, they're in the second episode.
Yeah,
Whoa.
finally. Yeah, but is there any new cast members? I don't think so. I think it's just me, like 1 or 2 of the older cast members.
No, the daughter's grown up, and there's a whole bunch of there's an apprentice. and there's
Sorsha.
a whole bunch
I got
of other
5 minutes into it,
backgrounders.
dude.
Hey,
I
yeah.
couldn't take
Are you excited about all the intersectionalists, all that bad things of it all?
I'm just surprised that the main lead is a blonde white woman. It's not a brunette.
This is true.
Well, so have you
surprising.
gotten to the part where she's a lesbian now?
No, I don't. That's not the lead.
No, he's talking about the chick who's the
chick that's the lead is
the one that was making out with Mad Mardigan's boy in the beginning, right?
yeah. See, the prince has been kidnapped, and so he is what the French would call a demoiselle because it's not a damsel, it's a demoiselle in distress. The cook is really
You just made it worse than it was
Laura,
already.
and she's a blonde chick, and
Wait, that's Alora?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! They made her a fucking maid?
Yes.
She's in hiding, and she doesn't know it. And
No,
Oh,
she's
for
she-
fuck's
she-
sake!
She's in charge of making biscuits in the oven.
That is
her cooking is
ridiculous.
magical though.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh my god!
It super sucks.
I told you.
Willow wanted to train her, but
That's
so
worse than
just
make her the bad
forbade it.
guy. Well, that's stupid because they made her fucking a servant and they adopted her. That's like some wicked stepmother bullshit.
Well, they changed their mind because they came to the conclusion that if nobody knew magic, it couldn't be used to hurt them. And I'm like, that's stupid.
I'm glad I checked out.
But she was but before the prince is kidnapped, he technically proposes to her, so she would be a princess if he wasn't.
Except that now he's a dude in distress, of course, because
Yeah,
Of course he is.
Yeah.
in distress.
I'm gonna have to check out Spanish Time Crimes. Another time travel movie that I don't know if I necessarily like, but I think brings up some interesting ideas about time travel is Primer.
No, that's all right.
It has some interesting ideas. I didn't say it was good. I just said it has some interesting ideas. I like how they discover the time travel. I like the idea of, the whole idea of doppelgangers and what happens if you basically kill yourself.
Yeah.
And this just the whole kind of questions it brings up, but as far as how it was executed, leaves a little bit to be desired. But yeah, that's
it's
the only
made by a not very good filmmaker.
yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it's hard to follow. That's a big problem. Your
I found
Muslim
it
uncle.
easy to follow. I just thought it's dumb. It's like
Well, however it was structured then anyway.
It's like, okay, I'm going into this box. Don't wake me for like 3 hours. I'm like, "Oh."
Your Muslim uncle says dum dum dum. Or I think he's doing dum da dum 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 da dum.
Dum,
Indie 5
dum.
pre review.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
And then Lord Kamina 2 says, speaking of matter, Tom Reed's Steel Ball Run. Okay. Then Truth, Hope, Love brings up Primer. We just talked about it. I didn't even see that. Sorry about that.
Primus sucks.
Primus. No, Primus does not
I see
suck.
what you did
Primus
there,
sucks.
Culture. I see what Culture did there. Tom must not know.
He doesn't. Tom does not know.
Tom the cat.
My name is Mud. My name is Mud.
My name is.
We're known as Big Brown Beaver.
Tom, Nick and I gotta go.
I want to hear what y'all think about this, though.
I hate it.
I'm hooked on a feeling.
I hate it muchly.
Bum, bum, bum.
I
Is
do
that
you really
supposed to
not
be
like
Adam
it?
Warlock?
No, Adam Warlock looks terrible.
Is that
All right,
Adam
anyway,
Warlock?
Yes, Clobby, that is Adam
Oh
Warlock.
my God! So, well, the trailer doesn't tell you.
All right,
Adam Warlock
30 to
looks-
Nick and
Horrible.
Clobby. Nick and Culture, give your opinions before you go. Come on, what do you think?
Culture, you go first.
Adam Warlock, no thank you. Bad.
Wow.
Who's the blue chick? Not Gamora, but the blue chick.
Nebula.
Nebula. Yeah, Nebula looks like garbage there, which means we screwed up already in the, what do you call that, CGI category. We already know that the people we care about are going to die, and yeah, I'm done.
I remember when you used to like everything. Now you hate everything.
I'm pretty sure that's makeup.
I hate the things
I
that are
think her
garbage.
suit's not very flattering to her body.
No. They remember when the
Christmas
ladies
era,
used to look like ladies. I mean, Gamora.
I mean, like 15 years ago.
The blue chick.
Mhm.
Heck, even Mantis looked good in the last Guardians film. I mean, she was wearing some nice, stuff. The dudes even look like they're wearing yesterday's laundry suit of like Doom.
They're trying to make it look like the comics
It's
costumes
the
from
suits
the
from the
comic.
comics that they.
Yeah,
that
well,
they wore.
the blue chick got stupid fat. I don't know what happened there.
Pregnant?
Garen Gillan, I don't know about all that, but
Yeah,
yes,
I'm just saying.
it looks different. I hear you.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm sorry, and
Take care, bud.
don't
I'll see you in a few minutes, Culture.
Don't see Indy. Don't see Indy. Bye.
You guys
Nick.
starting early.
I'm
over
sure
there.
you have better taste than that guy.
All right, so I'm going to be a little bit contrarian to what Culture said, though there are some things that I agree with them on. So overall, I actually did like the trailer. I actually like the suits. I actually like that we got to see the Space Otter too. I keep forgetting his name, but I like that character. And it actually looks like it looks like a movie's going to have equal parts fun, equal parts action, equal parts like lots of feels. And it feels like we're going to get a nice complete arc for all these characters. So I'm actually looking forward to it, but I do have one major issue, and I'm sure Clobby knows exactly what that major issue is. I hate how Adam Warlock looks. If you had taken Adam Warlock out of this trailer, I would probably be even over the moon. I'm at the point where I'm looking forward to it still. But that Adam Warlock look is what prevents it from being I would say a 9.5 to about an 8 out of 10 looking forward to. The Adam Warlock look hurts it a lot. That appearance is wretched. Absolutely wretched. But I'm fine with the suit on Nebula and Mantis. I get why, male gaze. I get that, but I like the matching look. I'm down with it. And also it looks like they're going to give some actual backstory for Rocket too, which I'm absolutely down for. And I actually like how the movie looks on a coloristic visual style. So I'm actually still overall looking forward to it. So hopefully it delivers, and hopefully it'll be a great swan song to Marvel's James Gunn legacy. And also I saw the poster Cosmo is in this too. So that's a great way to introduce him from the holiday special to being in it. So that's good to know that he'll still be around. So I'm down for all that stuff. So yeah, overall still looking forward to it. So that's where I'm at with that. And I'm definitely gonna see it opening night, but I have a feeling I'm gonna definitely have a lot of issues with Adam Warlock no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, Nick, I know you have to leave, so
sir.
I'll probably hop in over eventually on the Thursday show. So
yeah. No, hey, thanks for having me as always, Tom. Chat, thank you for being here. Make sure you get Tom and Midnight's Edge After Dark 500 thumbs up. These guys absolutely deserve it. And Mike, good seeing you. And Script, Clobby, you guys all have a good
All right,
night
buddy.
as well.
Be good, man.
Good night.
All right. Well, let's start back at the bottom there with Script Doctor. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was all right. It had similar charm that the previous movies had, and I enjoyed the holiday special, so I'm hoping it'll be good. I have to agree with Nick there. The Adam Warlock doesn't look like gold like he's supposed to. At least it just might be a lighting thing or a bad trailer. I don't know. But no, it seems interesting. Yeah, I'll probably be looking forward to it. That's about it.
All right, Clobby.
Yeah, pretty much where Nick is on it. It looks like James Gunn. I mean, I like the first two movies. Okay, I enjoyed the Christmas special. If he's killing characters, I don't know anything about the story. If he is killing characters, it's news to me. Even from I can't tell much from the trailer. You don't know what's going to be misleading or what's not. Warlock's terrible. I think it's kind of funny that they put Lila or whatever her name is, the otter, in there from the old Bill Mantlo Hulk comic from way back. You know, the character's kind of cute, and having Cosmo again and again. And I don't mind them having the costumes from the comic. They should, that's kind of doesn't bother me. It's kind of okay, but it all looks like you can't tell much. He's made two, I think, pretty good things before with these characters. Maybe this movie can feel more like a fun gun Marvel movie instead of the current Marvel, phase 4 trash. We'll see. But if they're killing characters, it does sound like a bit of a bummer and a downer. I hope he's not, but we'll see. And Warlock, though, that's the worst. They add him Warlock in this thing. Just absolutely. Why? My God. Of course, it's MCU, so not surprising. So that's the worst takeaway from it for me. But the movie itself looks like it may be enjoyable. So I enjoyed the holiday Christmas special. So.
Yeah, I love that one. Mikey.
I like everything almost that James Gunn does. I can't wait for this to come out. I'm ready to go see it tomorrow. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm equally excited. This is one of the few things I've been looking forward to out of Marvel, and the trailer didn't disappoint to me. I don't know much about Adam Warlock, so I'm not.
I don't know jack
hung up on those things like you
He's
guys
played
are.
by
Like
the son of Rambo guy.
Yeah,
Bobby, is this the one that in the
Will
Marvel
Poulter.
comics he had like a Shazam outfit, kind of?
If you're thinking about the Captain Marvel, no,
Adam
he didn't
Warlock.
really.
Wasn't
He's
he like
gold. He's gold colored. I mean, I guess you could say it looks sort of like that, but
He's
not
got red
really.
shoulders on his costume.
Yeah, kind of. It doesn't really look much like a Captain Marvel outfit, but he is. His most famous run was later by Jim Starlin, which was one of the best things ever, one of the greatest comics of the Bronze Age, if not that run of him through Strange Tales.
Oh, yeah, he's the red and gold guy. Okay.
Yes, red and
He's the
gold.
one that killed Thanos in the original comic run.
Right. Initially, he was in a first appearance. He appeared as a character called him, and then later they changed him to Adam Warlock. It's an all involved thing, but yes, he was. It was, and he had a very interesting villain called the Magus, but I don't think they're going to do anything here with that. But so he's let's just say it's complex. His story is complex. He did come back later many times, of course, and he's a not like an A-lister in the Marvel universe or anything, but Marvel fans sure know who he is, and
Well, because he's a Mr. Tough Guy. Like, isn't he the Galactus one? Wasn't there one where he fights Galactus or something? I don't remember.
Not Galactus, but he's been an enemy of Thanos.
Thanos, that's what I meant. Thanos.
Yes, sir. And this guy don't look like him at all. This is Warlock in name only, looks like here. Which you could say that about Nebula and Gamora too. Their versions are more like later iterations of the comic and into the movies, not like they originally appeared either. So.
Well, I'm super excited, and I can't believe I'm excited about anything that Marvel's putting out, but I love this trailer. Let's go.
I hear you. Could be good.
Yeah, I trust James Gunn, and I like the tone. I like it feels like there's a bit of finality to it, even though if they decide to go forward, we know James won't have anything to do with it, most likely. As far as what people are talking about with the death, I mean, the trailer does make it look like we might lose Rocket, at least Rocket.
I'm fine with that. I'm not a Bradley Cooper fan.
Either way, I think that we may lose Rocket, if not definitely Drax, because we know for sure if James Gunn isn't coming back, then Dave Bautista has made it very well known that he's not going to be involved in the future. So, other than that, I'm just interested. I can't wait to see what it becomes. This was a teaser trailer like Script semantically pointed out earlier about the Indiana Jones one. So again, it feels like we got a lot more out of this than we did the Indiana Jones trailer. And this actually made me feel something. Like, I laughed a lot, laughed pretty hard in some bits. I even got some chills and some goosebumps and some other bits. So yeah, I can't wait to check this out. Again, I'm attached to the movies though. I've never read a Guardians comic before, was never really familiar with the group outside of like Rocket Raccoon prior to this. And that was only vicariously through like Howard the Duck. So I loved the Christmas special. I was surprised by how good the Christmas special was. So because of that and how much I've loved the first two films, I'm really looking forward to this one. I can't wait to check it out.
When is this coming out?
I believe this one is December of next year, isn't it? Or is this one summer as well? I can't remember.
Oh, that long ago.
I thought it was a summer one.
It could be a summer
maybe.
one. Hang on.
Maybe.
Let me see here. It is
May 5th.
May 5th, yes.
Okay,
So it's
there you go.
early summer, so not too
I
long.
think this has a chance to be pretty, like I say, could be pretty good. Looks like it.
So,
But we hate everything here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Truth, Hope, Love says this is supposed to have Rocket Raccoon's origin story. Yes, it does appear to be that way. You think Blackjack O'Hare will show up? I don't know about Blackjack, but we have the otter. And they do go to that like planet that's full of animals, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Like humanoid animals.
It looked like it at the beginning, yeah. So that could be something like that. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. This looks good. It's going to be nice to actually get some decent movies if that's the case. So. And then Nicholas Horton sent us a super sticker. It is a Shiba dog moving his arms saying goodbye. Well, take care, Nicholas Horton. And actually, we are going to wrap it up here soon. We've been talking for almost 2 hours. Oh, we got one more here. StreamYards is doing it again. Truth, Hope, Love says this is supposed to. Oh, we got this one. Yeah, we did. We got this one in 6 already. Yeah, we'll have to see on that. So, but with that, we are pretty much wrapped up. So with that, Clobby, what do you got coming up?
Well, in about an hour at 9 Central, the clubhouse will be in session with Raquel and Mark, talking about some old science fiction films and some other TV shows and stuff like that, and various comic news. And then tomorrow night, I should hang out with Nick and the gang over at the Comic Shop gang at 8:30 Central. And then Saturday night, Star Trek Saturday night, we're reviewing all of Trek, as you know, and at 9 p.m. Central, we'll be starting season 4 of Deep Space Nine, reviewing it 4 episodes.
Sweet. Script, what you got coming up? Anything?
No. I'm gonna be running some more new computer tests, making sure everything is all good to go. And then what movie are we doing Saturday?
We haven't announced it yet. So if we are doing one this Saturday, so you think you're going to be ready to go?
Yeah, if I know what movie it is tonight, I'll be ready to go for sure.
We are going to be talking about Christmas Story, and we're not only going to do the first one, but we're going to talk about the new one as well.
Yeah,
so we're going to do 2 birds with 1 stone, or however you want to call it, or 2 birds with 1 BB.
What about the sequel to the first one? You can do that one too. No.
There's only one sequel, and it just came out.
Technically, I sent you the link to the other one.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah.
To My Summer Story. I do count My Summer Story in the trilogy. It fits.
Is the one with Daniel Stern or whatever?
No. This is a totally different one. This is one that
the sequel to the first one, though.
No, in 1994, Bob Clark directed it. Gene Shepard narrates. It sets it up. It's a direct sequel to A Christmas Story. And in fact, it takes place the summer after. Yeah. And it has 2 of the Culkin kids in it. Charles Grodin plays the old man, and Mary Steenburgen plays mom. It's called My Summer Story, but it was actually released under the title It Runs in the Family. So on video, it's called My Summer Story, but when it was in theaters, it had a stupid title. So, yeah, it's technically a sequel, and I count it because I like it, I enjoyed it, and it fits. And
I'm talking about the one in 2012, though.
Yeah, you're talking about the one that nobody. We don't talk about that one, Clyde.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know I was blaspheming.
No. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the one with Daniel Stern, where it's pretty much a remake of the original film with Ralphie as a teenager.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and that one that was straight to video.
I was just
Warner-
curious. I didn't know if you knew if you guys.
I
liked
do
that
know
one
of
or
it.
not.
Yeah, I do not like it. I've
Well, I
never
knew you
watched
know of
it.
it, but I didn't know if you'd like it.
I've never
never
watched
seen
it. I know enough about it that no.
Gotcha.
No, that was from the same group that brought you shit like Ace Ventura Jr.
Oh.
and Lost Boys 2 and shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah. That was
Gotcha.
Warner Premiere when they started doing straight to video stuff. What was it like? Started in early mid
Oh, my
2000s,
goodness.
somewhere in there.
Yikes! I've never seen it. So
Yeah, they also had Cousin Eddie's Christmas Vacation.
sounds like a winner there.
That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yowzer.
That one I did watch because it actually had Randy Quaid and the same chick who played his wife. In fact, the girl who played the original Audrey shows up in it from National Lampoon's Vacation. Even though it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Christmas Vacation.
Wow.
But
Oh,
that's the
goodness.
only connection other than Eddie and the wife is that Audrey shows up for some weird reason.
Yikes.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And they win a vacation because they're trying to get rid of him, and because he worked at some nuclear power plant or whatever it was that they talked about in or nuclear testing or whatever it was. It was fucked up as Maddie Simmons even wrote it. So like it's like, oh god. He's one of the guys from National Lampoon. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's not John Hughes related at all. So there's that going for it. But anyway,
Yeah.
Mikey, what do you got coming up besides getting better?
Trying to get back in the swing of things of life. So,
Yeah.
it's been
You bought a sex swing? Is that what you said?
No, I did not get a sex swing. You stop that right now, Tom Connors Jr.
Why?
Why would I need anything like that?
Because I can see you doing that in the bedroom.
Right. Oh, God.
And with that, I think we're going to wrap this up. Head on over to TNT, guys. It should link you directly to it. Clobby's going to be live in about an hour. If not, check him out too. Those guys will be talking live here about, what is it, Star Trek tonight, you said?
Which is a clubhouse. We always do it.
Oh, it's just Clubhouse tonight,
Cal
okay.
and I. And yeah, we'll talk about a lot of things. Comics. She talks about old science fiction movies she's been watching, old ones, classics, and stuff like that, and different
There you
things.
go. All righty. So join Clobby on the Clubhouse. Clobby's Clubhouse.
Oh, I love
like
you,
that.
6. I love 6.
We all love 6. And with that, as Andre says, it is time for us to go.